Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name's Matt and this is Wakey Two Wheels. This is probably going to be an example of a vlog going wrong. I set out expecting an easy ride, clear skies, quiet roads, the kind of day that you don't think twice about. But it didn't take long for things to take a turn. Between audio problems, the weather, and the road slowly becoming a gauntlet, I realised it wasn't going to be the ride I planned. So you will notice I'm not talking from my helmet, but that'll become apparent a bit later on in the video. So thanks for joining me on this, and roll the music. The ride itself started out like any other. Clear roads, weather was fairly decent, a little bit overcast but decent. And that feeling that you could go anywhere just clicks into place. But it didn't stay that way for long. First thing that happened to me was the audio cut out on my GoPro. Still don't know why. It just stopped working. So what's wrong? At this point though, I was in the middle of nowhere to fix it and too far from home to go home. So I just decided to carry on with the video. This is always a great start to a trip out. But then I noticed something on the horizon. Wasn't major at first, just a little dark cloud on the horizon, but I had that feeling where the weather was starting to close in on me. This coupled with the fact that the traffic on the road, I don't even know where to start. People were driving like they've never seen a motorcycle before. There were farm machinery dragging half the field across the road, mud everywhere. One of those days where every corner feels like a surprise. But that's not the worst part. The worst part was the fog. It rolled in so fast I barely had time to process it. Visibility dropped to a few meters. I had lorries and tractors peering out of nowhere. Headlights cutting through the grey at the last second. It was one of those few times on the bike where I genuinely felt the danger. Thankfully, kept calm, slowed everything down, just breathed. Think about everything before you do it. Don't panic and just stay in control. It wasn't the ride I planned, but it's the one I got. And sometimes that's how it goes on two wheels. But thankfully, the fog started to break and I could actually see some of where I was going. Here we are at the Chequered Flag Café in Ashburn, and what a lovely place. It is on a raceway, which I could probably have guessed with the name Chequered Flag, but on race days apparently they charge at the gate to come in. The cafe is lovely. It's porta cabins, but it's lovely. There's a nice little toilet there as well. Plenty of bikes get here. We actually come past the old smithy. Check that video out. The old smithy cafe. I wish it had been a better day, but the fog was fantastic. Love that ride. Yeah, it's challenging, like, but I love that ride. Yeah, I'd well recommend this. This is a nice place to be. Staff are lovely, and there seems to be a training centre and other things going on. I think they're training people how to race around the track. Not sure. You can tell behind me there's some people walking about on the track up there. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this place. Now, you will have noticed that I haven't been speaking in this video, and it's because my GoPro has given up the ghost. Don't know why, I think it just might need a bit of an update or something like that, but keeps saying the battery's dead when it's not, and then flaking out on me, so do apologise about that. It will be repaired and fixed for the next video, I hope. I've got backups anyway. But yeah, I'm going to set off back homeward now, and I've set myself a mission to find myself a church to photograph. In the bike panniers, I have got my Lumix G10 for my digital photos, and my newly acquired, newly favourite camera, my Canon A1E. No, my Canon AE1 program, 35mm film with some black and white film in there. I can't wait to start using that. But yeah, right, let's get out of here. Nice. Going down near Magpie Mine, and I saw a little scene over there that I want to photograph. So that's what we're going to go and do. Can we get across this road? So this is like a dilapidated old barn feed store in the fog, which I absolutely love. So I'll switch it to scene mode. Right, we'll take a couple of digital. Walk a bit further up, get a different angle on it. That is a beautiful scene. I'll just nip back, and I think we'll get a couple with the film camera. I mean, honestly, look how pretty. How pretty is that? That is a gorgeous little camera. Right. That's a nice shot. It looks really good through a 50mm lens. So from this point, we start heading home. But thanks to having to fight my way back through the fog, it was something I wasn't looking forward to. By the time I got home that night, my knuckles were white and my bum was numb due to holding onto the bike seat with my arse cheeks. Really wasn't fun. Hi. Right, just first off, I would like to say that the camera problems have been fixed. On the next video that I did that is ready to be edited right now, the camera is working fine. So that is a problem that hopefully won't happen again. Probably will. Occasionally I do like to put a video out like this. It's a video where you can see obvious things go wrong. It keeps my channel honest, and it gives you guys a bit of an insight on to how much effort actually goes into making vlogs, whether you're a bike vlogger or not. It's not all roses, it doesn't always go well. Sometimes like this, stuff goes wrong, the weather's against you, the day's against you, time's against you. And it's good to show that every so often, just to let you know that I do put effort into these things, you know. And it was a very challenging ride. As you can see, I made it home safe, but that fog was dangerous. It was dangerous. Had I known the fog was like that, I'd have kept the bike at home that day, I think, because I don't mind a bit of fog, but that was a bit too much fog. The cafe itself is a beautiful, beautiful place, but I think because of the nature of this video, I think it's worth another visit and another time. Definitely worth another visit, I think. Yeah, because like I say, beautiful cafe, but because of the day that we had, didn't cover it much, so definitely worth a visit. Now, due to being a bit short, this video, I'll put a bit of extra footage in, because me and my wife managed to go to the NEC for the photography show this year, and it was fantastic. I got to take some shots of some of the models there. Got to look at all the new cameras, all the new gear out, even got to look at some of the old gear. There's a shop there that was selling second-hand gear, handed-in gear. Brilliant place, really enjoyed it, loved it. If you get a chance to go to a photography and video show at the NEC, the next one in London, I believe, but then it's back at the NEC, do it. If for all the photographers out there, do it. You will see some stuff. It's brilliant. But yeah. Right. Another thing I'd like to say is I have been down to the Wheels Cafe in Sykehouse on their first bike night of the year, which will be a video, and bought myself one of these. This is the Bike and Brew Passport, and inside there is a huge number of cafes, some pubs, so, you know, biker-friendly places that all sign up to this. Basically, you pay a tenner for the book. That tenner goes to charity. You go into each one of these cafes that you can find on here, and I've only got one stamping at the moment. I'll try and find that. Where are we? There we are. So you go into the cafe, you buy what's equivalent of the price of a brew. So if you're not drinking tea or coffee, then a can of pop, stuff like that, and they will put a stamp in it for you. And then this then goes into a draw, and the more times you've got a stamp is the more times you get entered into a contest, and you can win all sorts. I think from anything from a t-shirt to an actual motorcycle, you can win stuff on this. So all goes to a good charity. Please, please, please consider buying one of these and get them quick, because this has only been out, or they've only been able to be stamped for the last 2 days of me recording this, and they are running out everywhere. Get one while you can. Okay, but yeah, I shall be using it also as a bit of a guide, because there are cafes in here I have never heard of. So yeah, definitely get one of those. So I will leave you there. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you for your patience. Like I say, it's not the normal kind of video, but if you've made it this far, please consider giving me a like, give me a subscribe, dropping something down in the comments, tell me how you feel about it, good or bad, and share this video. It helps keep me going. Definitely helps keep me going. Makes more videos possible, if you know what I mean, and keeps me out of trouble. Win-win. Thank you very much, guys. Wish you all a good night, and see you in the next episode. Bye for now.